And welcome to Homespun Harmonies. Vic Eliason here for the next half hour with going back in the archives and finding some of the neat sounds of the past. In fact, some of them way back. Glad to have you with us. Stay tuned. Well, we were looking around in the studios and we found mountains of tapes and recorded files on the computer and things. In fact, I put over 132 into this computer, and we're still loading more. But thought it would be kind of fun to bring back some of the sounds that were recorded here in our studios or perhaps out in the field with our equipment. And I remember back in the early days of recording, we didn't have the world's best microphones, and the piano sometimes had to be tweaked a little bit. You'd tune it, and then about 3 weeks later it was out of tune. And we're very thankful for some lovely instruments now. But in those early years, we did some recording, yes, live radio. And, of course, our theme song that you heard, Bless the Lord, O My Soul, three of us guys got together, and then Roy Allen with his guitar, and did some overlay, and ultimately did some things that were just expressing our love for the Lord. But right now, I'd like to share a little song that we did, and it was... Well, it's called Learning to Lean, and it expresses our heart. I remember, and you can hear the guitar in the background, Roy Allen, as we were out there in New Berlin at the studios, and just it was an interesting afternoon. We were just kind of fooling around there, and somebody turned the recorder on, and that's how it all came about. But right now, hear that song, Learning to Lean.
Learning to lean, learning to lean. I'm learning to lean on Jesus, finding more power than I'd ever dreamed. I'm learning to lean on Jesus. The joy I can't explain fills my soul since the day I made Jesus my King. His blessed Holy Spirit is leading my way. He's teaching and I'm learning to lean. Learning to lean, learning to lean. I'm learning to lean on Jesus, finding more power than I'd ever dreamed. I'm learning to lean on Jesus, finding more power than I'd ever dreamed. I'm learning to lean on Jesus.
Learning to Lean on Jesus. Doug Stota and Tom Sanders and yours truly and Roy Allen on the guitar. And I remember in those years we would periodically go out and sing in other locations. I remember one night we loaded the keyboard and all the necessary stuff in the back of the Cessna 182 and took off for Chippewa Falls. And it was an evening where we had the privilege of sharing with they called it the Harvest Festival there at the Bible Church. And lots of memories there. And the song means so much, Learning to Lean on Jesus. Well, the other day we had the recording from the high school group from Calvary Baptist Church in Menomonee Falls, and they were well prepared, and we'll take another cut from that CD. And this one has kind of a Thanksgiving theme to it. I think you'll catch it.
For seed time and harvest and the goodwill of men, we give thanks to God the Father once again. For shelter in winter, for the thaw in the spring, our praise and thanksgiving to the Lord now we bring. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above the heavenly host. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Oh, you'd have had fun if you were in the studio that day when we recorded. There were 61 kids, and microphone stands, and the piano, and the director, and trying to organize everything in a way that the microphones would pick up the sound. And these kids did a great job. And again, we'll be hearing more from that CD, which kind of brings us back to some of the sounds of the past. Pastor Andrew Hollier has a number of songs you're going to be hearing, and I always appreciate the message of those songs as a man with a big voice, but yet a tenderness of God's Spirit as he communicates God's love for us. Far away in the depths of my spirit tonight, peace, peace, wonderful peace.
Far away in the depths of my spirit tonight rose a melody sweeter than some. In celestial-like strains it unceasingly falls o'er my soul like an infinite calm. Peace, peace, wonderful peace, coming down from the Father above. Sweep over my spirit forever, I pray, in fathomless billows of love. What a treasure I have in this wonderful peace, buried deep in the heart of my soul, so secure that no power can mine it away, while the years of eternity roll. Peace, peace, wonderful peace, coming down from the Father above. Sweep over my spirit forever, I pray, in fathomless billows of love. I am resting tonight in this wonderful peace, resting sweetly in Jesus' control. For I'm kept from all danger by night and by day, and His glory is flooding my soul. Peace, peace, wonderful peace, coming down from the Father above. Sweep over my spirit forever, I pray, in fathomless billows of love, in fathomless billows of love.
Pastor Andrew Hollier there has a ministry in Australia and been there for a number of years. And what a thrill. We enjoy hearing Andy's voice, and as he sings with power and passion and simplicity and tenderness all at the same time. I received this would be a year or so ago, a CD from Scandinavia. Of course, my Swedish heritage immediately perked up its ears and said, this is interesting. And one of the things I remember about my grandmother when she used to sing, Scandinavian style, you hit the note right on the head. You don't slide into it. You hit it straight on. And you'll find some of that in what you're going to hear today, because the song, first of all, we have a little girl singing the song, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. And then you're going to get a chance to hear some Swedish as well in the next song. But I won't steal the thunder there. Let's give a listen right now to What a Friend We Have in Jesus. And this little girl was on this LP, or no, a CD from Scandinavia, so it was sent directly here to our studios. What a Friend We Have in Jesus, an old favorite there. And kind of like opening the family picture album and finding pictures of the past. Well, we do this in sound on this broadcast here, but I think many of these unique sounds coming from, yes, even across the sea. And right now, the Scandinavian people have kind of an interesting rhythm that they place to the songs. And here's a song that came on that same CD. It's an adult singing, and then the little girl comes back and sings it in Swedish, along with the older man who sings it. In fact, I think it could be an older brother. But give a listen to Beyond the Sunset.
Beyond the sunset, oh blissful morning, when with our Savior heaven is begun, earth's toiling beyond the sunset, when day is done. På den andra
besiden och välsignet morgon sammen med Jesus är himlen bjud. Allt strev är över och välsignet daglig på den andra sidan vår dag är ett.
På den andra sidan, åh härlig gensyn och möte kära som väntar där. Rättfärdig land, aldrig mer att kilas på den andra sidan i evighet.
Just a touch of Scandinavia there in honor of my heritage through my father, who came from Sweden. And as we grew up, we would sing from the little psalmist and hymnal we had at church, which one side was English, one side was Swedish, and it was the old Swedish string band. The plucking of the guitars kind of brings back nostalgia. Well, we are going to share something not from Sweden now, but a little background that takes us back to Italy and the voices of the Palermo brothers and the Palermo brothers and wives. And they're talking about when they leave this old world and go to heaven, they're going to leave without saying goodbye.
If Jesus should come, if Jesus should come, I'd welcome the call from on high. There's nothing could hold me, nor money, nor home. I'd leave without saying goodbye. I'm longing to go, longing to go. There's nothing could hold me, nothing I know. When the trumpet shall sound from the mansions on high, I'd leave without saying goodbye. I'm tired of things earthly, of everything here. There's nothing could hold me, I know. This world is a wilderness, not I hold dear. I'm longing, just longing to go. I'm longing to go, longing to go. There's nothing could hold me, nothing I know. When the trumpet shall sound from the mansions on high, I'd leave without saying goodbye. I'm longing to go, longing to go. There's nothing could hold me, nothing I know. When the trumpet shall sound from the mansions on high, I'd leave without saying goodbye. I'd leave without saying goodbye.
Palermo Brothers and Wives. And where I got that song was from a magnetic tape that their daughter, Phil Palermo's daughter, had sent to me. All of the archives were on tape, so I had the privilege over the next year and a half of, when I had spare time, taking the old magnetic tapes and putting them on CDs. And so I made a set for myself, too. So some of this has never been on record before, but kind of bringing back some memories there. Phil and Louis Palermo were involved in Chicago with what they called the Midnight Brigade. They would go out on the streets at night and would hold street meetings, and people would come to Christ. In fact, Phil and Louis actually went to Vietnam and had some services with the servicemen. And in one location they had set up and they were playing and singing, and all of a sudden apparently the Viet Cong had their ears out and they started drawing fire. So quick, Phil and Louis were popped into a helicopter and they dashed off with their musical instruments and left the guys to fight the war. But a lot of experiences there, and I remember Phil and Louis sharing a lot of that with us, even as they'd come here and be a part of our VCY Share-a-thons. Lots of memories there. Okay, there's a song right now done by Bonnie Plunket. Bonnie worked with us for a number of years. Her husband handled the Plunket catering service, but Bonnie's unique musical ministry is always a blessing. And she wrote some of these songs. In fact, this one, All Things Work Together. Her voice and her song.
We know that all things work together for good to them that love the Lord. All things work together for good to them that trust His word. Those who are called according to His purpose and plan will be conformed to His image, the Son of God who came for man. All things work together for good to them that love the Lord. Helpless and afflicted, we look for comfort in His word. His Spirit lives within us, both to will and to do His work on earth through His children. He intercedes in prayer for you. He intercedes in prayer for you.
And I will never forget on that 1978 when we purchased the building we're in right now. We had a dedication service out on the steps, and Dick Faulkner sang a song there. He had just a little boombox for accompaniment, but had enjoyed the music there, and his voice has been a blessing to so many. And we have this recording. We didn't record this in our studios, but it was given to me by him, and I'd like to share that as Dick sings, "No one ever cared for me like Jesus."
I would love to tell you what I think of Jesus, since I found in Him a friend so strong and true. I would tell you how He changed my life completely. He did something that no other friend could do. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. There's no other assurance. More and more I understand his words of love. But I'll never know just why he came to save me, till someday I see his blessed face above. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. There's no other friend so kind as he. No one else could take the sin and darkness from me. Oh, how much he cared for me. Oh, how much he cares for you.
That kind of brings us to the end of our little visit today called Homespun Harmonies right here from the studios of VCY America.